Hi, in this video, we will discuss the second method of adjustment of capital at the time of admission of a partner. The second method is calculating the capital of the new or incoming partner on the basis of the capitals of the old partners. In other words, in the question, the capital which is brought in by the incoming partner will not be given. We will have to determine the capital to be brought in by the incoming partner based on the capitals of the existing partners. So we will see the steps that have to be followed under this method. The steps to be followed. The first step is to ascertain the adjusted capitals of the old partners. In other words, the capitals of the existing partners after all adjustments with respect to revaluation gain or loss, distribution of reserves, accumulated profits and losses, and fictitious assets, and also treatment of goodwill. So this is the first step, to ascertain the capitals of all the existing partners after all adjustments have been made. The second step is to ascertain the total capital of the new firm. For this, we will have to apply the formulae total adjusted capitals of the existing partners multiplied by reciprocal of combined new share of the old partners. So we need to add up all the adjusted capitals of the existing partners and multiply it with the reciprocal of combined new share of the old partners. To give you an example, let's say a incoming partner is coming in for 1/5 share. The combined new share of the old partners will be 4/5, and consequently the reciprocal would be 5 divided by 4. So in this case, we will add up the adjusted capitals of all the existing partners and multiply into 5 divided by 4. The step 3 is to ascertain the new capital of the incoming partner. There is a capital to be brought in by the incoming partner. We can find out by taking the answer of step 2, which is the total capital of the new firm, and multiplying it with the share of profits of the incoming partner. So as per the example which I just said, step 2, we can take the answer and multiply it by 1 divided by 5. I said 1/5 is a profit of the incoming partner. So then we will get the capital to be brought in by the incoming partner, and we can pass the journal entry bank account debit to incoming partner's capital account, being capital brought in by the incoming partner. We'll see a demonstration of this in this video itself with the help of a very small example. Let's go to that example. Example: X and Y are in partnership, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. The capitals of X and Y after adjustments are rupees 80,000 and rupees 60,000 respectively. They admit Z as a third partner who is to contribute proportionate capital to acquire a 1/5 share of total capital of the new firm equally from both partners X and Y. We are asked to calculate the capital to be brought in by Z. Also, we are asked to calculate the new profit sharing ratio of the partners in the new firm. So we'll begin with the working notes. It says here that Z is to contribute proportionate capital to acquire 1/5 share of total capital of the new firm. So we know that it's a second method of adjustment of capital in admission of partner. So step 1 is to get the adjusted capitals of the partners. Existing partners, that is X and Y. In the case of X, it says the second sentence, the capitals of X and Y after adjustments are rupees 80,000 and rupees 60,000 respectively. So X's adjusted capital is rupees 80,000 and Y's adjusted capital is rupees 60,000. The step 2 is to get the total capital of the new firm. To get this, we need to add up the adjusted capitals of X and the adjusted capital of Y and multiply it with the reciprocal of combined new share of X and Y. So since Z is coming in for 1/5 share of total capital of the new firm, the combined share of capital of X and Y will be 4/5 and the reciprocal would be 5 divided by 4. So in other words, it's 1,40,000 rupees multiplied by 5 divided by 4. Which is equal to rupees 1,75,000. The step 3, capital brought in by Z, is to take the total capital of the new firm, which is the answer of step 2, 1,75,000, and multiply it with Z share in profits, which is 1 divided by 5. So we get rupees 35,000 as the capital to be brought in by partner Z. So let's write the journal entry. Solution, date, particulars, LF number, debit rupees and credit rupees. Bank account debit to Z's capital account. Capital brought in 35,000 rupees. Narration being capital brought in by partner Z. So this was the first part of the sum. The second part of the sum is to calculate the new profit sharing ratio. It says to acquire a 1/5 share of total capital of the new firm equally from both the partners. So we know that the sacrifice ratio between X and Y is equal, or in other words 1:1. The new share of Z we know is 1 divided by 5. Hence, sacrifice of X is equal to the sacrifice of Y is equal to 1/5 multiplied by 1/2 is equal to 1/10. So let's apply the formulae. New share is equal to old share minus the sacrifice. So we have, in the case of X, old share 3 divided by 5 multiplied minus the sacrifice 1/10 is equal to 5/10. And in the case of Y, old share 2/5 minus sacrifice 1/10 is equal to 3/10. Hence, new profit sharing ratio between X, Y and Z is equal to 5:3:2. So the capital which is brought in by Z is rupees 35,000, and the NPSR between X, Y and Z is equal to 5:3:2. Now that we've seen an example, in the upcoming videos, we will see example sums to demonstrate this concept of second method of adjustment of capital at the time of admission of partner.